everyone. Thanks for watching Access Hockey MI. As always, we appreciate you coming alongside us. I always say that, but we really do appreciate it.
It bears repeating.
Yeah, it's just great to have an online community that we can still discuss things with and talk hockey with. We've been going through the 2019 Detroit Red Wings draft picks, and we are talking about number 35. Well, he was picked 35th overall, Antti Tuomisto. If I said that wrong, for any Finns out there, I'm very sorry. He was picked 35th overall, as I said, in the 2019 entry-level draft. He's 6'4", 194 pounds, and only 19 years old. So he's a big guy. As far as length goes, he still needs to fill out. But we're going to talk about him today. Yeah, length. Height. We're going to talk about him today, kind of what we think and how, where we think he's going to fit next year. So why don't we start?
I will start. 2019-20, he's up until this point, he spent his entire career with Finnish leagues. He was with a U20 league for 1920, where he did phenomenal. He had 49 points in 48 games.
He's a defenseman. Let's just put that out there. Defenseman. 49 points, 48 games. I'll let that resonate.
Let that just sit with you here. So with that, obviously he's got a very, very strong offensive mind. Ironically enough, he said that his defensive game is something he needs to work on, which I find humorous. But with him, he's now coming over to the States. That's the plan, at least, once things get started again. He's a Denver University commit, which is a fantastic developmental program. So being in the NCAA, he's going to have some time there to get used to the North American ice. And we've said all that before, but with this, it presents him a big opportunity to kind of hone in those skills he's already got.
Which is something that he has already said as well. So he's looking forward to, from the interviews we've seen, from the small highlights we've been able to catch on him, he's looking forward to the NCAA circuit to be accustomed. And I can imagine coming from a European league and you've only played there to come to North American ice, you're going to want something to kind of jump you into it. But then again, they're still excited to have that opportunity to be in the States.
And that's not something, there's a lot of players who want the opportunity to jump right into the NHL, but you've always got those select few who are like, you know what, I want to develop slowly and progress, at a steady pace.
And like you said, his defensive game, he's a defenseman. His defensive game is what needs work. So that in itself shows that I think he does need that developmental time in the NCAA circuit, just because it's great to have an offensive defenseman, but he's got to be able to play his position.
He understands where he needs to improve, which is great. But a few things that are fantastic already about him that we had noticed, and that has been said by other scouts and scouting reports, is that he does have a very sharp offensive game, and a lot of that comes with his smooth shot. Going over scouting reports and things like that, that's something that continually came up, is that he's got a very quick shot, a very precise shot, which is evident with the amount of points that he gets. So when he gets the puck, he's not being frivolous with it. He's being very cautious but very precise, which is encouraging.
And then the positive spin of him being as big as he is, so he's pretty tall and he's going to fill out. So in the European leagues, once you get over to the college circuit, you're going to have a little bit less than the games he played for the European in the Finnish league he was just in. It's going to give him time to get down a training regimen, his eating, and all that stuff is very important. We've said this before. It's worth repeating for all these guys that we've drafted, because this is the stuff. The games are what they're into. It's what they are paid to do, basically. So they're paid to play the game. However, it's the off season, it's the training, it's everything that goes into being a hockey player is also off the ice, as well as their play on the ice. So that kind of stuff, him learning that is going to be great. And if he fills out a little more, which he's hoping to, and I'm sure he will under
he definitely will,
under the tutoring of the Detroit Red Wings and Griffins and those organizations.
Absolutely. And with that development too, and that's something I think a lot of people kind of put on the back burner. These guys are having to learn their own nutrition and exercise that. They're having to learn how to cook and balance their studies. So there's a lot more that goes into it than just showing up for practice.
Right. A ton more, especially if you want to make it to the NHL. And the guys who have made it will tell you that themselves, where it's a lot more than just going to the ice, playing a game of hockey. It's everything else.
Exactly. And that comes with his, his confidence and his patience and his already presented maturity is something that's going to play into that. There are a couple things that, just at first glance, we'll probably have to get a little bit of work done on him.
And of course, we're not saying that we're the only ones who see this. We're sure he knows. We just want to, what we think will be helpful in his development.
And these are things that he's pointed out as well. So his speed, he is a little bit cumbersome because he is a larger skater.
He's a big guy. You're going to expect to have that kind of...
Zdeno Chara is is not a figure skater by any means,
No.
but he's a very effective player. Kind of the same thing, where, he's a bigger body. They've got to learn how to use it a little bit more effectively, and being in a different league, it's a different style that will present him a good opportunity. It's more physical here, so that will be a good chance for him to, exercise his speed, but also utilize a bigger body and fill out a little bit more. So that's going to be something he's going to have to look to work on.
His size, as we've seen before, you can see the bigger defensemen get a little overcome by the smaller guy who can get past them really quickly. So his reach is going to be really important as far as keeping pucks in the zone. And that's, if he improves on that speed, then he can eliminate those lanes where the quicker, smaller guys can get through and capitalize on those kinds of shortcomings that he might have. So, of course, we've said before his defensive game, and that always includes keeping pucks in the zone, keeping your play going, keeping it alive. And the fact that he said before that his defensive game is what needs help as a defenseman, that's going to be one thing we're going to see improvement in. So we're hoping to see that in this NCAA, if he does proceed on his track, which would be the college circuit, we're hoping to see that improve as well.
And all that to say, overall he does look like, and he does provide a lot of encouragement for the
it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, to have that kind of a prowess in the Finnish league, Finns are incredible hockey players, and he's no exception to that.
Exactly. They've got amazing programs over there. But with that, it was kind of obvious that Stevie drafted big for this last draft, and there's no doubt he's probably going to go for the same thing. This upcoming draft, Lord willing, it happens.
Well, it'll happen. Just how it happens will be a weird situation.
But all that to say, he's something to look out for. If you have a chance to watch some Finnish games and kind of get your feet wet with him, definitely do it. Their style is very, very high-skilled. And you can see it with all the guys that are currently in the NHL, the Finns. The list goes on and on and on. But check him out, give him a good look, and let us know in the comments if you've already seen him play, things that have stood out to you that he needs to either work on, or something that he's going to be great in.
I guess she's doing the closing comments.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just kind of took over that. I apologize.
That's okay. We can switch it up every now and then. I was just sitting here going, oh, wait, she's closing it out. Yeah, so like Rachel was saying, in the comments below, let us know what you think. Sorry, I think our video last week, the comments were disabled, we didn't do it.
No,
we want to hear from you. So let us know in the comments what you think about Antti Tuomisto, who you'd like us to talk about next. We're trying to make it through the 2019 draft list. We might flip-flop every now and then as we get off-season ideas. It's a very difficult time.
My mind isn't there yet.
Yeah, we're still in denial. Thanks so much again for watching, and we will see you next time.